one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. How are you all doing this morning? Before we get started, I just want to say the crazy, insane person that was running around saying that Han Solo and Leia would be in the book of Boba Fett, and Leia would be pregnant with twins, and this was the kickoff to the entire, erasure of the Disney trilogy. Wow. How stupid do you feel this morning? Oh, but I'm sure you never said that. Anyway, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It is so good to see each and every one of you this morning. Soda Rubik's Cuber, Mr. Dragon. Good morning, guys. Storm of Rubik's Cuber is my favorite polar bear on YouTube. How are you doing? Psychodorp 9. Good morning, brother. Zakharov 315. Good morning. How are you? Mark the Infinitely Tired is here. The Bash Brother of the South. Chris Persia is here. The Bash Brother of the North. If I missed Project Storytime, the Bash Brother of the East, I do not see him. Gun Buddy! Good morning, Gun Buddy. How are you? It is so good to see you. Dave Bob, my brother from another. I saw your tweet about Book of Boba Fett. Not impressed. Well, it just kind of happened and it's over and wow. Okay. How are you doing? Mary's Game Room, good morning. Mary's Game Room, it is so good to see you. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide, Decepticons Cave of Villains. Excuse me. Good morning. Usually that does not happen like that because I have not eaten anything yet, but I did get up early to watch that stupid episode and I should have just waited. Mags, good morning. Good morning, Mags. How are you? Still waiting for Final Fantasy VI soon. Might be on good authority to be February 22nd. That's a Tuesday. Loki Whoop Whisper, good morning. Have you seen that absolutely disgusting trailer on Showtime called Everything Gonna Be All White? It's reprehensible. I haven't. I don't have Showtime. I don't, but I will check it out just to see how reprehensible it is. Sebastian Simonson, Book of Boba Fett was crap like 99% of the show. Yeah, welcome to Disney Star Wars. I'm sure I don't have to say that, but yeah, no, I completely agree. I really liked, Mandalorian, but Book of Boba Fett, yay. So we are going to talk this morning about working with other content creators, which is fascinating because that was not the topic of today's show as of yesterday. It wasn't the topic of today's show till after I got done with the stream with Echo Base and Valiant and Tom and X-Wing. I kind of changed things up. I was going to have a different type of discussion. Apparently, someone went crazy last night about hysterical people doing hysterical things, and I was originally going to talk about that, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about working with other content creators and how important that is, and how important it is to keep up good relations with other content creators. Because if you're out there doing mad videos about how stupid people are, fellow content creators, that's not really the best way to set the groundwork for working with other people. I think the best way you can set the groundwork for working with other content creators is by seeing what they do and letting them see what you do. Inviting them onto your show, having them on to guest, having them on your videos. No one says you have to do recorded videos by yourself. Valiant Renegade, him and Cameron Paja have been tag teaming the uploads over on his channel. So nothing says, you have to do an upload solo. It's not just live streams. Live streams just aren't the only place to have guests on. But guesting, guesting on other people's channels, having them guest on yours, obviously is the best way to get to know your fellow content creators. It can also let you get to know drama as well. People do, have their little knitting circles, and that's something that you're just going to have to get used to with YouTube. That is something that you're going to have to realize, it does happen. Project Storytime, good morning. He says, I'll be lurking today. Have a good one, Loki. Good morning, Project Storytime. The Bash Brother of the East is here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one, Project Storytime. Dean Krantz, I enjoy joint streams like Toxic Femininity and FNT, as do I. Absolutely, Dean. I really enjoyed what I got to do last night over on Echo Base Network, hanging out with Nick, hanging out with Coach. Coach came on for, all the 5 minutes, but I always love getting to hang out with both of them. Valiant Renegade, Tom, X-Wing. I love giving X-Wing a hard time. Like a bantha. I'll never forget. You're never going to forget that, are you, Loki? No, I'm not. Ever. I'll always be there to remind you about that. The like a bantha. But how we deal with these people cements our reputation. And that's something to me that is very, very important, is having a good relationship and keeping up good relations with other people, because that spreads like wildfire. Coach and Nick know I'm a stand-up guy. I am who I am. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm a good friend. Mexican Iron Man pretty much knows that. Other people know that. People, well, you're Loki. Of course, that was something that happened in Vegas that really blew me away, is people knew me just from my voice. People knew, oh, well, I know you are. I heard you. As soon as I heard you, I knew who you are. I was like, wow, no shit. As soon as the voice came out. And when you have a good reputation working with other content creators, to me, that's really important. To me, that is very important in what I do. It's not just about making contacts. It's not just about reaching a broader audience. It's about being yourself. Being yourself and having that relationship with other people. Mag, still waiting for Final Fantasy VI. Love the different collabs. Brings different perspectives and value to the conversation. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's something else. Do not be afraid to have a conversation with someone that does not agree with you. If we live in an echo chamber where everybody says, oh my God, you're brilliant. Oh my God, you're great. Oh my God, everything you say is gold. It's pure gold. Green, super green. You're never going to challenge yourself to think outside of that little echo chamber. You're never going to do that. So that is something that is very, very important. It's very important, is to challenge yourself by talking with people that may not have your same opinion. I don't want to go into a room where everybody agrees with me. I'm really surprised last night that Nick was talking about things like, you know what, we've just got to accept the fact that this is Disney and they're not gonna alter the sequel trilogy. That blew me away, because we've never agreed on that. I have, ever since the firing of Carano, I'm like, no, Disney's gonna do what Disney's gonna do, and they don't care what the fans think. They don't care what you want. They only care what they're going to do. They only care about their plans. They don't care about what you think they should do. As a fan, they could spit on you and they don't care. They don't give a shit. Keely Chow, go Frost. Mr. Dragon, I always appreciate different views on the topic, even if we may not agree on all, but these conversations are fun and can be entertaining with many others. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not jingle jangling that Valiant's got to eat a bag of candy cocks in the near future because Han Solo wasn't on. and when you do little things like that, it's fun. It is fun. I've either got to eat my hat or Valiant's got to eat a bag of candy cocks. And that's what he's going to do. He never agreed to that. So I don't know. I don't know if I should hold it to him or not. Because he's like, I never agreed to it. I know, but we said it. I'll eat my hat and you eat a bag of dicks. It's little things like that. Valiant and I go back and forth a lot with a lot of stuff, and some people are like, "Oh my God, they must really not like each other." And I'm like, "God, you know what? We have that fun little dynamic where we're doing shit like that. That's just how we are. I don't have that same back and forth with Echo Base, but that doesn't mean that it's any different. No, didn't set up a retcon. Nothing was retconned. Nothing. Damn near nothing happened. I'm not gonna ruin it for people that haven't seen it. Watch it yourself if you really want to watch it. It was underwhelming. The entire series of Book of Boba Fett was underwhelming to say the least. The couple of episodes of Mandalorian 2.5 were great. Everything else was like, whatever, I don't care. So, in the far future, there is only war. But having a good relationship with another content creator can open so many doors, because if they're doing the same thing you're doing, then it's like, well, meet my people and meet the people I work with, and then you meet the people they work with and the people they do content with, and you've just opened a whole nother door. Really early, I'll tell this story, really early in me doing this, and I would say it was at least within the first 6 months, I'm pretty sure. There was a YouTuber that I did content with that I enjoyed. And then one day they came out with like a manifesto online, where they were talking about demands of what content creators can do, what content creators can't do, who content creators need to work with, and how they need to interact with other content creators, as well as, if you're not one of us, we are going to get rid of you. It was this insane thing of, if you're not with us, then you need to make way. Otherwise, we'll get rid of you. And I was just like, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard. And I told this person, I said, you know what? It's been great. It's been grand, but I can't work with someone that is like, you're either with me or we're going to get rid of you. And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, but no. It's crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And, yeah, manifesto. They got up and read it off of, apparently they had written this, a list of demands. And I was just like, no, absolutely not. And as much fun as I had, I was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. Does who you work with reflect on you? That's a really dangerous question to ask. I love working with a lot of people. I've loved getting to hang out with Legendary Tron. He fights for the users right there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's probably sitting there with a grin on his face right now, because hell yes, he fights for the users, ladies and gentlemen. Getting to work with people like Legendary Tron. Getting to work with people like Mark the Infinitely Tired day in and day out. I talk to my mods on a daily basis. Getting to work with them, absolutely brilliant. Chris Persia is the wrench of wrenches, the Bash brother of the North. Absolutely love getting to work with him. Project Storytime is the newest mod, along with Fat Steven Skull on this channel. I've loved getting to work with Steven. I've loved getting to work with Josh at Project Storytime. I've loved getting to work with him. what little we've done. He's guested on my channel. I helped him with the intro on his channel. I loved getting to do that. I love getting to work with people that I would have never gotten to work with if I hadn't done this, if I hadn't made this choice to do this. To me, that's a big thing. It's a huge thing. It's probably my second favorite thing, besides getting to talk to all of you. Besides getting to talk to each and every one of you every morning. That's probably my second favorite thing, is getting to work with all these different people. Mexican Iron Man, Nick over at Echo Base, Valiant Renegade, Dave Bob. I've got a really Dave Bob was the first co-host I ever had. And what I considered a permanent co-host. Thank you, Tron. Thank you, brother. I absolutely love getting to see you here, brother. Me and Dave Bob got to work together, and he was one of the first real co-host I had. That, to me, I always wanted to do something with Dave Bob. When I started, and you can roll back the tape, and you can roll back the tape, go back in time. I said, if I do anything, I want to talk to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Ethan Van Skyber, Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, and I want to do a show with Dave Bob. I said, if I do all that, I'm happy. And I've done all that. I have gotten to hang out with Jeremy on a live stream. I got to talk to Ethan on a live stream, and I actually got to hang out with Jeff and Jesse in person in Vegas. So, and I've gotten to do so many shows with Dave Bob. And it's because I respected Dave Bob's opinion. I wanted to hear what he had to say about topics. Got to meet this man too. I knew when I saw him. It's really weird because people are like, oh, we knew as soon as we heard you, Loki. I knew as soon as I saw him in his Battlestar Galactica outfit with the ring. I was like, holy shit, it's Brightest Day. Hell yes. Hell yes. Floral. You were having a discussion with the goblin. Floral. You were having a discussion with the goblin. I didn't want to interrupt your discussion with the goblin. You were having that back and forth discussion with the goblin guy. And I didn't want to disturb y'all. So believe me, I'd have been more than happy to talk to you. Psychodorf 9 with $2 super chat. The world would be boring if we were all the same. We were all little clones of each other. Absolutely. I agree. I absolutely agree. And thank you, Psychodorf 9, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And we are going to long live the fighters this morning. Skol!
Long live the fighters!
So, Keely Chow, I would love for you to meet Benny Tartamella of Benny Art, Vine Art, and Red Gaze. Absolutely. I would love to have them on. I would love to have anybody that wants to come on is more than welcome to come on and speak their mind. That's what this whole show is about speaking your mind. Sometimes telling it like it is, but most of the time it's speaking your mind and talking about your opinion on something. You all know my opinion on the latest bullshit with Book of Boba Fett and all of that. You all know my opinion. And especially my opinion on Disney itself, how I will not promote Disney products. I will not do a show reviewing Disney products. I'll talk shit about Disney all day because it's just, a thing. Hey, what do you think about Disney? Oh, I think it's crap. I think what they've done with Star Wars is crap. You guys know that. You all know my opinion. Good morning, Asaj Melody and the lovely Sherry. Good morning. And Nicole the Blind Mage. Good morning, guys. Eldrick Lord Haster, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. It is so nice to see you. Adega Outlaw, the doctor, the mad doctor of disaster and destruction. The mad doctor. Mwah, mwah. Yes, he is the mad doctor, ladies and gentlemen. Because it is decreed, and so it is written, and so it shall be done. Keely Chow, one day EBS will mention and acknowledge Vinny and Red Gaze because they are Comicsgate. Well, that'd be cool. Oh, yeah. Getting to meet these people is important to me. Getting to meet everybody in Vegas was supremely important to me. It wasn't just about seeing Jeremy and Gary. It was about meeting everybody. It was about getting to hang out with the Wards. It was getting to hang out with Nick. It was getting to hang out with Brightest Day. So many people that were there. Kai. It was insanity. It was absolutely insane. These things don't make or break you as a content creator, but they open doors that to work with people that you may not have thought of working with before. Brightest Day, even in material support, if I ask someone to edit or come up with something, I pay them. Others expect me to do things for free. And that sometimes that really sucks, but sometimes I don't mind as well. I've done a lot of intros for a lot of different people. Honestly, unless someone's like, okay, they're very specific about what they want, like they've got it all planned out already, I will charge them. I will let them pay me because they have a vision. It is not, Loki, go explore a vision for me to use on my channel. It's, I have a vision. Here's what I want you to do. Can you do this? Yeah, pay me. Okay. But if I've offered my work because I've gotten, inspiration of doing something for this person, I won't charge them shit. It's just an intro. I won't charge them that much anyway. Doing it off the cuff. It's not something that I'm like, well, I'm doing it for the money. No, I don't need the money. And this amazing thing for someone to say, I don't need the money. I'll do it for free. That's a huge thing that most people, it's not something that's easily said. Hell, it's not easy for me to say. And that's where I'm at. So, it's a weird thing to happen. And that just kind of happened. It's a very odd thing to happen. Legendary Tron says, hey, Loki, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's been an awesome experience because the last time I played a really good single-player Final Fantasy game was on the old Xbox 360 with an adapter. I love Final Fantasy Remake, Tron. Me and Nick were talking about it last night, where they're going to go with the story, because even though it is called Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's not really a remake. But I won't ruin that for you. I will let you experience that all on your own. Brother, absolutely wonderful. I popped in the other day and was watching you play. I love that game. I absolutely love that game. I'm so happy that that you've had the opportunity to play it and experience it. So, DJ Ronnie G, I remember when my old Xbox 360 was my new Xbox. Yes. Oh. Brightest Day, Legendary Tron. My Final Fantasy VII stream last night was embarrassing. OBS crashed and I got my ass whipped by one of the bosses. Some of those bosses are not easy to deal with. Some of those bosses, you got to have your shit dialed in. You got to be like a machine. I play that. I play 7 maybe every other week, but as far as the bosses go, I've got all my tactics and everything dialed in. And if you do that and you're quick on the button, then you've got it. You've got it. I played through the hard mode on that and the, what is it, intermission or whatever it is, the one with Yuffie. So I love that. I love that game so much. I bought it on 2 systems. I've got it on my PS5, the upgraded PS5 version, and I've got it on PC. So I actually prefer it on PC over PS5. But yeah, Intergrade. Thank you. Brightest day. Integrate. Eldrick Lord Haster, Loki done my intro. I love doing intros. Absolutely love doing intros. Video editing is something I do not get to do enough of. And I should do more of it. But I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing the intros for people. I absolutely do. So like I said, unless someone comes to me and goes, this is the vision I had planned out, and we want to start with this and do this and then do that and then end with that, and I have this type of music, you want me to put it together for you? Man, that's just like, okay, well, hear this, edit this, put this in there, done. That's like using me for my editor. You want to use me for my editor? Okay, I'll charge you. You want to let me go off on like a vision quest to find you an intro and just be like, no, here you go. Here, have at it. Have fun. I'm just going to have fun. I love doing stuff like that. Back to working with people. You can have a lot of fun reaching out to different content creators. One of the things that I did previously was someone I knew was having a difficult time reaching out to female content creators. And some people are nervous about that, I guess. I don't know. They were nervous. And I said, look, I'm going to be doing this show, specifically talking to women of the fandom. You want to help me out with that and reach out to people and help me with that? And they were like, yeah. And they ended up doing that. And it actually, for a while, helped them reach out to other content creators. It gave them a little bit of a boost. And like a bantha was my meme. Yeah, like a bantha. They reached out, and like a bantha helped me out for a long time with a project. So don't be afraid to talk to people, to reach out and be like, hey, can you be on my show? Can you be in my video? Would you mind collabing? There's nothing wrong with that. And some people are like, well, how much is too much? Just send a message out and be like, hey, look, I would like to work with you. If you have time, these are the times I have available to do this, and that, but I would love to have you on. I would love to talk to you, and I'd love to do a collaboration. If they do not answer, wait a little while. If they do not give you an answer, don't just give up, but don't pester them either. How long is too long? How long is long enough to wait? I don't know. A couple weeks. Send them a message. If they still don't answer, third time may be the charm. It may not. That's up to you. You got to go with your gut on that. You got to decide how much is too much. So, and yes, some people, some content creators will be like, yeah, sure. Then they'll never talk again. But sometimes that's not, sometimes it's not what it seems. I have had a back and forth talk with a content creator, a back and forth discussion with Gil. And we never cardinal sin. And we've never been able to nail down a time that works for either one of us. We keep trying. We keep trying to do that and work out something to do together. And something happens. So it's not always, some people say they want to and then never follow up. Sometimes it's schedules can be crazy. And even when you have an open schedule, I have an open schedule. Pretty much I can do whatever, as long as it's not like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm there. I have an open schedule. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Sometimes you're out. Sometimes even when you plan something for a week, sometimes something happens. And it's not always that easy. And that's why you keep trying. So you keep trying to connect with that person and get something going. Just don't pester the shit out of them. That's the thing. Don't pester the shit out of them. But keep trying. Shit happens. Life happens. It's like 6 months. It's been 6 months. I told Cardinal Sin I would do my best to get on a show with him after I moved. I moved in July, and we still have not been able to connect and do a show. I do not hold him responsible for that. He does not hold me responsible for that. He's not angry at me. I'm not angry at him. It's just shit happens. Always remember stuff like that can happen. And never be afraid to reach out to someone that you think is outside of your sphere. Never be afraid. Because they will surprise you. I've had a lot of people on the show. I've had a lot of what some consider big YouTubers on this show. I just think of them as who they are. I don't let that, oh, well, they're a 400,000 subscriber channel. I don't think about it like that. I just think about it, I'm like, wow, I got Robert Meyer Burnett on. Wow, I got Az on. I've talked to a whole bunch of people. So it's not, you can't think of it like they're out of your reach. Because no one's ever out of your reach. They're just a message away. Yes, I did see that pop up. I actually have my mail where it pops up on my screen while I'm doing all this. I would love to hang out. Absolutely, Floral. I would love to hang out and bullshit, and I may even bring a puppet. There's a certain monster in the Content Connection that I happen to know, so I may even bring a puppet. Who knows? Keely Chow. Speaking of moving to Texas, Gary Beegler of Nerdrotic is going to move to Texas this month. He's going to be a Texan soon. Absolutely. I can't wait for Gary to be one of us. I just mentioned to him that there is a really cool comic book store, that one that me and 24/7 Fusion went to, called Space Cadet Comics, that has a pizza parlor in it. So it's one of those things that I love cool comic book places that go the extra mile. When I go into a comic book place and it looks like a video rental store, or it's all nice and tidy and there's nothing, like just come out and scream at you, I'm bored. I don't want to go back to that comic book store. When I go to some place like Space Cadet Comics and I see that amazed me. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff. They've got an alien skull. They've got a pizza parlor. They've got all kinds of these old toys. They've got all kinds of shit. So it's just like, wow, they've really gone the extra mile to be like, this is a cool place to hang out. It's a really cool place to hang out. It's not just some place you go and spend money. It's a really cool place to hang out and spend, a couple hours of your day. Can we buy Gary a Texas leather hat? I'm sure we can. Absolutely, I'm sure we can. Greasy food and comic books. Yes, Shockwave. I know, it's scary. That's what I thought. And it's good pizza too. It's Brooklyn fold-over pizza. Oh, man. Mags with a $5 super chat. Thank you so very much, Mags. I know with me and working full-time, I get so busy with life and forget to answer messages or follow up. Not on purpose. Life happens. That's right. Life happens. So think about that when you're like, well, I sent this person a message. A couple weeks, send them another one. Says, hey, I don't want to bug you. I didn't get a response. Just figured I'd throw this out there. If you have the opportunity to come by, we'd love to have you on. That's simple. Third time may be the charm, or it may be too much. It's completely up to you. Thank you so much, Max, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and we are going to throw you $1, Max. Skull! It's an oldie but goodie.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass with a $5 super chat. Loki is raw like a panther. Thank you so very much, brother. We have a special skull just for that. Skull like a panther.
You said clip, I forget I'm on the fucking internet sometimes.
Yes! Look at me!
Like a panther. Dean Krantz. There was a great pizza place just around the corner from my comic book shop of choice in Oceanside. You would see all the marine nerds talking comics and eating pizza there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pizza and comics. Hand in hand. Brightest day. Loki, I still remember when I first started, you reach out to me, but my day job prevents me from doing morning shows. Even today is supposed to be my day off, but I'm still here. God, man, I totally get that. When I was going to college, I was working 6 days a week, about 60 hours a week, and going to school at the same time. So I was working 60 hours and then I had a class load and a half. I never had time. I never had a day off. It was always something. I burned every candle I had at both ends to get through that. When you're working all the time and you're supposed to be having days off and you're not getting days off, and there's nothing you can do about it, it sucks. Absolutely sucks. Working for the prison system was like that, and driving a truck and going to school at the same time was like that. You just never have any time. You never have any time to do anything. I am lucky. I am lucky. You know, I hate talking about myself and where I'm at, but I'm lucky in the fact that I can put all my effort into this. Not a lot of people can do that. There's some people that get really jelly when you can put all your attention and all your focus into something to try and make it the best thing it can possibly be. I love Valhalla. I love getting to spend time with Valhalla. I love the people in Valhalla. They work hard. They play hard. It's an honor to get to be around each and every one of you in Valhalla. So thank you guys so very much. Brightest day, it also means I can't do late night streams or keep up with entertainment news. Dude, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, because I know how, like, with my stuff is, it's like there's a lot of stuff that happens last minute. There are plan changes. It's crazy. It's like there's always something that's either trying to roadblock you or something that you have to maneuver around or something that you have to reschedule or something. There's always something happening. And it's nuts. Project Story Time. Right after I got married, I was working almost 60 hours a week between two jobs. It was tough. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. It's tough. That's coincidentally enough. That is when I was doing that was right after I got married. So it was like a year after I got married. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. Because you want to provide and you want to take care and you want to do all the things that you're supposed to do as a partner in a marriage. You know, go out and make the money and take care of the things you're supposed to take care about, because by God, you're a man and that's your job. Things are a little different now. But, and I don't mean like in my personal situation. I mean just in, in general in the world, things are a little bit different now. But no, I applaud you, brother. I know exactly what that's like. It's your responsibility. No, I get it. Gary Banja Sandwich, Worthington, Loki, I edit and create. I love it. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, Gary. You edit and you make it. It's something you did. I fell in love with that a long time ago, way before I started doing YouTube. I fell in love with that. I even got asked to do some stuff on the side sometimes for weddings and for funerals and shit like that because I'd get you in the feels. I would. There are still women out there who appreciate the man of the house. I know they seem like unicorns, but they are out there. I believe you. I absolutely, positively believe you. No, they are. And it's not something I think, it's not like, as much as Loki has been called an instant Obadiati, it's not like I'm out there saying, well, women need to be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. They don't need to be doing nothing else in life or any of the crap like that. What's up, ETEP? How are you doing? At one point, I worked 65 plus hours in finance, DJ'd on an FM station, wrestled on the weekends, and had a newborn. Now it's just YouTube and family full time and substitute teach part time. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yes. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's not like I'm saying, well, women don't have any place, but no, I know there's some kick-ass women out there that work hard, play hard. There's nothing wrong with that. I applaud that. I absolutely applaud that. When you have a woman that looks at things like, I want to be a partner. I don't want to just be a housewife. I want to be there. I want to work in the environment. I want that to count just as much as you. I have absolutely no issue with that. There are some women that think that and feel that staying at home, taking care of the house, making babies, that's a woman's job. There are women out there that still feel that way. I would never say that of a woman. Never say that's your place, but if that's what the woman wants, that's what the woman wants. Mark Emily Tired. Loki did a wonderful video for Starry when her nan passed away. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Doing things like that, I'm just glad that I can do things like that. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, look at my work or anything. I'm just glad I get to do and help, and hopefully it helps. That's the way I look at it. And hopefully it helps. ETEP with a $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. You guys keep the fires that burn bright here in Valhalla. Thank you. Here's a little something for the channel. We appreciate, brother. And you guys keep your fires burning bright over there, brother. Seriously, you have a kick-ass channel. Guys, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. If I can get a mod to throw a link in the chat, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And you know what? We're going to burn the whole village for you down this morning. Skull! ETEP says my wife has always worked full-time and made way more than me. And I've always been on the same page. Absolutely. Absolutely. Working hard is working hard. Can I get a hell yeah? Working hard is working hard. That's the way it is. Lady T, love that avatar. I work full time. Just wish I was able to come on and say hi more often on my way home. But you always put a smile on my face. Thank you so much, Lady T. Thank you. I'm glad if I have made you laugh since whenever you got on here, if I've made you laugh, if I've made you smile, hell, if I've made you cry, I have done my job. I love getting on here and talking to each and every one of you every morning, Monday through Friday. I love getting to do this. I've never had work that I feel is appreciative of, that I've enjoyed so much is this. So I've never had that till now. For the last 2 years, this has been the greatest experience of my life as far as work goes. Interaction with other human beings every day. I've loved getting to do this. This is the best part of the job. The paperwork is not. There has been drama. That is not. There has been loss. That is not. But everything else is so rich and so fun. Getting to work with other content creators is, like I said, it's probably my second favorite thing to do, besides getting to interact with each and every one of you every morning. So, Daryl the Daryl, like, you are my morning coffee every day of the week, and I thank you for that. Thank you, because you guys are just as important to me. You guys wake me up. You guys keep me getting up each and every morning and coming on here and doing this. Mags with $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Mags. This is why we love you, Loki. You talk to everyone and make everyone feel welcome. I enjoy your morning show so much. I enjoy getting to talk to each and every one of you every morning. This is the highlight of every day that I have. This is its peak. And it's just the beginning of the day. Imagine something, if you will. Imagine waking up in the morning and doing something and knowing that your day, within the first hour and a half, your day has been the best it can possibly be. Because you got to experience your morning and spend your hour hanging out with a wonderful group of people that you care about, that you enjoy talking to, that you enjoy going back and forth with, sometimes arguing with. Hell, I've argued with a lot of you. I argued with Valiant last night. I've argued with tons of people. Rambling Canuck. Me and Rambling Canuck were going after each other like Spock and Kirk on Vulcan. Da na 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 na, because we had a disagreement. But after that, we became brothers, best friends, brothers to the bone, because that's how it is. This can be one of the greatest gifts as a content creator, getting to work with other content creators. It can be one of the greatest gifts you have, because you're going to meet people and you're going to spend time with people and you're going to have discussions with people that you never thought you would. So I encourage all of you, if you're going to do this, if you're going to be on YouTube, reach out, work with other content creators, get to know them. There might be some drama here and there. You might have to deal with some bullshit, but the positives completely outweigh the negatives. And you'll get a feel for who you want to work with and associate with and who you don't. Over time, you'll just know. And it'll be that simple. Mags, just for you, we're gonna go to war. Just for you, Mags. So this one is just for you. Unleash the Roman horde. Skull! So I'm going to point out a comment here. Captain Trek says, having time with no ability to really stream like before my computer broke has me questioning what is to come, if anything. What is broke can be fixed again. Get your computer fixed. And if you can't monetarily, If you cannot get your computer fixed because of money, ask for help. You may not want to ask for help, but you ask for help. That's what you do. Just go through Gifts and Go. Don't go through GoFundMe. For God's sakes, don't use GoFundMe. I will never use GoFundMe ever again. Eastland Burkholder, Loki has given away time he will never get back to help others through a tight spot. But that's time that's my choice to spend. So if I choose to spend my time that way, that is the way I choose to spend my time. I do not look at it like I've lost that time. Like I'll never get that time back. It was time well spent if it was spent helping someone. Yeah. N-O, N-O, no, 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 no. Not to steal something from Echo Base Network. But yeah. GoFundMe is a no-no word now. I will never use GoFundMe again. And you know what? We use them for so much. We did. We use them for so much. We use them for multiple donations. I think I used PayPal once or twice to move money to give to somebody that we had earned on the channel. We made like $500 for this one girl at Red River Tattoo one morning. And I just PayPal'd it to her because, you know, I knew I'd done my homework. She lost her tattoo shop. I really need to email her because I haven't emailed her in a while and check on her and see how she's doing and hopefully get pictures. I would love to get pictures of her place. Daryl the Derek, I love working with content creators. It is so much fun and the friendships made are irreplaceable. They are. They absolutely are. They're irreplaceable. And when you're missing someone, it's almost like a part of you isn't there. When you're missing someone, when that happens, I talked to you guys about Dave Bob being the first co-host. And Dave Bob had a question of social media, I guess is the best way you can put it. Social media is the problem. Came to me, talked to me, and decided I'm out. I'm getting off Twitter. I'm not going to be on YouTube. And for a while, it was like part of what I had been doing and part of that was missing. Part of that was missing. And I had to deal with that. I didn't quite know how to deal with that at the time. And I know it's not like, oh my God, the person it was co-host, but that was really important to me. And I really enjoyed that dynamic each week. That dynamic was missing. Star Wars Theology, Loki, thanks for what you do. The friendships I made this last year with content creators is priceless. Absolutely. 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 My relationship with my morning show is, to me, the only thing more important than the relationships I've had with content creators. The only time I have ever really, that where it wasn't a joke, the only time I really muted someone was someone who had come on the show because of an argument and they were shitty to my chat. Actually, they were shitty to clobbering times. And I muted them. And I said, you will not talk to my chat that way. I don't give a shit what the chat's saying. If the chat wants to sit there and go off, that's the chat's choice. But you will not insult my chat. Period. They are here to have a good time and to enjoy themselves. You're not going to talk shit to my chat. And that's just the way it is. So I love you guys. I absolutely love having you guys here and talking to you guys each morning. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass with $5 super chat. I listen while hooking my 2 trailers to go halfway to Denver every day. Coffee. Thank you, brother. I know the feeling. Hooking up your trailers, hooking up your electrical line and your air line, and going over your DOT checklist. I get it. I'm right there. Who the heck would attack Clobbering? The guy was really nice. A douchebag. I'll just go ahead and say that. A douchebag went after Clobber time. I muted them. It's the only time I've ever really had to do that. I've never had to do that with anybody else. We've joked, like the thing with Frost where, they muted her and oh, look, she's talking, but you can't hear. Ha ha. Stupid stuff like that with skits, but never for real on a real interview. So, Dean Krantz, I may reach out to you for some guidance, but not sure if I will create a YouTube channel, maybe BitChute or Rumble. Completely up to you, brother. Whatever you do, I can help. So, Mexican Iron Man with a $4.99 super chat. Call 1-800-BUBBA-SUCKS to adopt your very own unemployed Mexican construction android today. Almost like people that bet the farm on Bubba being just the bestest thing ever. And it wasn't. I love the episodes of Mando. I really do. The last episode was like, but I really liked the 2 episodes before that, but that's Mandalorian and not Book of Boba Fett. So I actually watched I watched the new episode right before we started the show. That's what I was doing right before I started the show. I got up early, I got breakfast, I sat down, watched the show, ate, and it's just unimpressive. Nothing happened. What happened to Han Solo and Leia being pregnant with twins? Leia showing up pregnant with twins. Not Ben. I guess they aren't going to delete the the sequel trilogy after all. Thank you so much, Mexican Iron Man, for that $4.99 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one is very appropriate and just for you, Mexican Iron Man. Skull!
God, I want to punch an old woman in the face!
Yes! There you go, Mexican Iron Man. Brightest day with the $1.99 super chat. 1 year in, here's to a better year 2 with y'all. I had a wonderful year 2. I got to meet you, brightest day on my year 2. So I had a wonderful year 2. I hope you have a wonderful year 2 as well, brother. And I have got, let me see here. This one's just for you, brother, because hell, you practically made it. Skull! We are at the hour mark. We are getting out of here. Thank you so very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so very much, all of you people that threw in super chats, all of you members. Thank you. Thank you so very much. We are going to have a crazy Thursday. I have them. And I've got the Power Ranger one too. So I've got the Power Ranger one up there, and I've got the Starship Troopers one up there. I will rotate them with other ones. So I will. Thank you, Brightest Day. Brightest Day sent me a whole package of clips that I can use on the skulls. So thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. Guys, we're out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.